Now for this hour, we start with Middle East. In Gaza, health authorities say at least 241 Palestinians have been killed and more than 600 injured in Israeli attacks since October 11th. Despite the ongoing ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, that brings the overall death toll since October 2023 to a staggering 69,169 people, according to Hamas-run Gaza's health ministry, with more than 170,000 others wounded. Israel has so far handed over the remains of 15 Palestinians to the Gaza Strip, though the International Committee of Red Cross, just a day after Hamas returned the remains of an Israeli hostage under the terms of the ceasefire. Hamas has also announced that it will hand over a body of a deceased Israeli hostage on Gaza on today at 2 p.m. local time. This latest exchange brings the total number of Palestinian bodies returned to 300, with 89 identified so far, according to Gaza officials. Meanwhile, hospitals in Gaza have reported 10 deaths in the past 72 hours, underscoring the fragile nature of the truce. While the ceasefire that took effect on October 10th has significantly reduced the intensity of the Israeli attacks, it has not stopped them entirely, leaving Gazans still trapped in a landscape of loss, uncertainty, and deep humanitarian need. In Gaza, health authorities say at least 241 Palestinians have been killed and more than 600 injured in Israeli attacks since October 11th, despite the ongoing ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. That brings the overall death toll since October 2023 to a staggering 69,169 people, according to Gaza's health ministry, with more than 170,000 people. Now for this discussion, we welcome Professor Efram Inbar. He's a senior researcher at the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security. Joins us live from Jerusalem. Thank you very much, Professor, for joining us again. Good to see you. Professor, now, how do you think, from your analysis, do you say that this phase one of peace deal is holding up, or are they ready, or are we ready to enter phase two of this peace deal?
I think that the first stage is implemented very slowly. Hamas is reluctant to send in all the bodies of Israeli soldiers and civilians that were captured. And it has good reason to do so, because it wants to prolong this stage and it's reluctant to reach the second stage, with demands of Hezbollah, of Hamas, to disarm. This is against its own survival interests, and as a result of that, we see the procrastination of Hamas in implementing the first stage. I don't think that Hamas will disarm. Very similar to what is happening in Lebanon, where we see that Hezbollah is also resisting the demand of disarming. The having arms is rationale of those organizations, terrorist organizations, and they also know that their opponents in their own societies will drag them into the street and torture them as they did to them. So it's a question, it's a high-stake political decision, which I doubt they will ever fulfill.
And how does this simultaneous escalation in the West Bank and Gaza's fragile truce impact broader prospects for a long-term resolution to the Israel-Palestine-Gaza conflict?
Well, Hamas is obviously instigating its operatives in the West Bank. They want to divert attention from Gaza, and they want to continue the struggle. This is the essence of the organizations, the Mukawama, the resistance, what is called in Arabic. And they will do whatever they can in order to make the life of Israelis difficult.
With that, I would like to thank Professor Ephraim for sharing that insight. Please stay with us as we come back to you for our next discussion as well. Now we stay in the region. The U.S. aims to capitalize on a moment in Lebanon to cut